Hello, 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 and welcome to What's Up Wednesdays. I am Senator Angela Williams Graves, representing the 21st Senate District, where we do good work where on your behalf. And so I am excited to be with you today. I'm actually in Richmond. I had a commission meeting. One of the things that we do in the General Assembly as members in the off season when we're not in Richmond for session is we are members of and chair various commissions that study issues and specific subject matters with regard to industries and things that affect the Commonwealth. It really helps us to be able to do our work, and it helps to craft and form legislation for the upcoming session. And so I chair the Manufacturing Commission, I chair the Brown versus Board of Education Commission, and the Minority Business Commission. And so today I was in our session for the Manufacturing Commission with a couple of delegates and a couple of senators and some other community members who are in the manufacturing industry, looking at and talking about where workforce development meets the manufacturing industry. And we had great presentations. So I'm here. I know the background is a little bit different, but I'm here in Richmond and I am excited to come to you today live. So you all know, I said every episode, we are going to get this right, even if I have to do like a live, silly test run. But a couple of things. One, I got a little bit of technical difficulty, so I'm going to be kind of toggling between screens. But two, we are revamping What's Up Wednesdays. So when you see us in, what is this? This is August. When you see us in September, oh my gosh, we're going to have a whole new look. We have a whole new name, and we are going to be doing some things just a little bit differently to try to bring, the goal rather is to bring you good information that you can use to keep you informed of community events, to keep you informed about what's coming up, because we are now on the runway to session 2026. And so a lot is going to be happening. We've got elections coming up. We want to talk to candidates. We want to do all kinds of things, right? And so my team and I are working to recreate this segment for you so that it is even more meaningful and provides you with even more information and good things for you. So I'm going to go into now sharing my screen so that we can get you. All right, here we go. This is supposed to be up, but it's not up. But here we go. We're going with this. All right. So you all are seeing it is our What's Up Wednesdays. We come to you the third Wednesday at noon of every month, live, even through session. We come to you, and I think we might do it twice a month during session. But I want to take the opportunity to invite you to Birds Barbecue and Bourbon. It is our fall fundraiser, and it's actually the last fundraiser that we have during the year. We had a great time last year at Birds Barbecue and Bourbon with a little bit of R&B. Well, guess what, y'all? This year we may actually have some line dancing because my favorite DJ is going to be there. So make sure that you get your wing and sip ticket for $40. Wing and sip ticket for $40. We are going to have, oh my gosh, we have an amazing menu. Have you all heard of brisket and grits? Me neither. And so I'm excited about, because I love brisket and I love grits. So I'm excited to see how this is going to come together. We're going to feature our chef. We're going to do some things on social media so you know who's going to be there and you know who our sponsors are. But there are sponsorship opportunities available starting at $250 for our smoky brisket sponsor, but the wing and sip ticket is just $40. We are going to have a good time. You can purchase your ticket at Act Blue. It is secure.actblue.com/donate/BBNB 2025. This is our signature event for fundraising, and I just can't wait to see all of you there. We are going to have a really good time. Then we are moving. Our office is moving. We are, as of probably by tomorrow, we will be out of Virginia Beach Boulevard and we will be at the Mustard Seed Place in Norfolk. I'm really, again, excited. Y'all know it doesn't take much to excite me, right? But I'm really excited about our our move. And as you can see, I went in, I painted. I have to make spaces me. I have to make them feel like me and add my own little personal touch to them. In Richmond, we can't paint anything on these walls. However, I've made this space me. So if you come up to Richmond during session, you will see that the space in Richmond is all about love, and the city of Norfolk, the district that I represent. And so the same is with our space in the Mustard Seed Place. I occupy that space in two capacities. I occupy the space as the senator, but I also occupy the space as the broker and owner of Homes by Angela Realty Company, which is my company, shameless plug. I'm a real estate broker by day. And so we're moving to our new digs in the Mustard Seed Place in Norfolk. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a great spot. There are still some office spaces left available, individual office spaces available. It's convenient to everything, and it's close to one of my favorite spots. The Redwood barbecue. So y'all know I'm gonna be down there a lot, and it's also close to Changes. That's my favorite pampering spot. So anyway, I want to wish all of all of our young people a very, very happy back to school. We celebrated with Chesterfield Academy on Monday with all of the children, and they were just bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to learn, excited about being back. Some of the parents cried. Oh my, one of the parents just broke down. She was like, that's my baby. But what I will tell you is I watched the principal there, and I watched the teachers there. They embraced those children. The children just ran up to hug them. They were so glad to see them. And that's an emotion that you can't fake. When you really care about students and you care about what you do and you care about the lives that you impact, you can't fake that emotion. And children know. Y'all know children, they got a third sense. They know when folks are genuine and when they really care about them and when they are really loved and appreciated. And those little children, the young children, they were so excited to see their teachers and their principal and the volunteers. And so we're wishing everyone a happy and safe and successful 2025-2026 school year, and we are definitely keeping you all in our prayers for a great year. Now, we also want to take the opportunity to congratulate all our newly appointed principals and our returning principals. We've had a lot of movement across the district, but we've also had some incredible teachers and administrators promoted and who will be principals for the very first time. And so I just want to take the opportunity to congratulate all of you principals who are at new schools and have new ideas and new opportunities to be impactful. Many of you may know my mother was a school teacher, and my mama I tell this story all the time because it's true. So my mama was a school teacher when you could still paddle the children. All right. That's when my mama was a school teacher. And then I went to school when the teachers could still paddle the children. And my mama gave the teachers permission to paddle me. Okay. Now, I didn't get many paddlings, did not, okay? But I always knew that they could, and that threat was good enough for me, and it kept me in line. And so I just want to say congratulations and thank you to all of our principals, our educators, our support staff, our cafeteria workers, our janitorial staff, folks that keep the building together. Thank you so much, because our children deserve our best. And so we appreciate what you do every single day. So we want to I'm asking that you support our educators. I do my very best to support our educators, but here's the thing. I can't do it by myself. I can't be in every single school. I can't donate to every single cause, right? But you can collectively, we can make a difference. The schools don't run by themselves. The children can't do it by themselves. The educators, the support staff, they can't do it by themselves. So this year we want want to make sure that we are supporting our educators. And it's not just the teacher of the year, and it's not just the math specialist, and it's not just reading to our students. It's actually getting involved in the schools and volunteering to work in the schools to help our children, not only to help the teachers and the administrators, but also to be a factor of stability for our students. Some of our kids have very unstable home lives, and that's unfortunate, right? That is unfortunate, because I knew growing up, I knew where I was coming from, where I was coming back to. I knew what was going to be there. I knew it wasn't going to be any craziness. I knew, my mom was going to be there. My dad was going to be there. I had stability growing up. And I realized that every child and every young person does not have that. And for some of our kids, school teachers, cafeteria workers, administrators, volunteers, our janitorial staff, they are the most stable individuals that these children have in their lives. And so if you're able to volunteer and make a positive impact on our children and make a positive impact on a child, in a child's life, I want to ask you to do that. Now, there are ways that you can do it. You can sign up to join your local PTA. That's the Parent Teacher Association. But you don't have to be a parent or a teacher to be a member. And the thing I'm going to ask parents to do, I know it's hard. I don't know from firsthand experience, because I don't have kids. I'm team no kids. But I have friends and I have family members who have children, and they work, and they have extracurricular activities, and they got to help with homework, and they got to keep food on the table, and they've got to make sure the kids have what they need. And the list goes on, right? I know. And I know you don't need another doggone meeting to attend, but the children and the teachers need you at the PTA. And make sure that you are not only there yourself, but that you are inviting someone else, another parent, to come with you. Find out what is going on in your child's school. Make sure your child's teacher knows who you are. All right? Because I'm going to tell y'all something. If the child feels like there's no threat from the parents showing up and enforcing discipline, it makes it very hard on that teacher and on those support staff persons to influence and create structure and have discipline in the classroom. So like I said, I never got the spanking, but I knew that my mama had given permission to the teacher to spank me. That was enough of a threat right there, okay, for me to know I needed to stay in line. So we need our parents to come in. We need you to reinforce positive behavior. We need you to acknowledge when the behavior is not positive and get your kid in line so that the teacher can do what they're supposed to do, and that is teach. We don't necessarily want our teachers to have to be disciplinarians for the entire class. We want our teachers to be able to teach and influence and excite young minds, right? So that they can be brilliant, the brilliant young people that we know that they are. So get involved with your school's PTA. Also, you can volunteer at Norfolk Public Schools. You can volunteer at any school. There is a process. We got to make sure that you're on the up and up. There is a process, all right? We got to make sure that there are no child molesters volunteering in the schools, right? I'm just saying it, right? It's the truth. We can't have that. We want to make sure everybody's on the up and up. So there is a process to apply to become a volunteer in Norfolk Public Schools. But once you've gone through that process, your volunteer status stays on file for 2 years. And you can volunteer at elementary school, middle school, high school, and the sort. And make sure and be a positive role model, be a stability factor for our young people and pour into them all the goodness that you have. If you've raised your kids and your kids are doing well and all of those things, volunteer to help raise somebody else's, because it really does take a village. And there's so many things that are pulling at our young people these days. A lot of times we correlate these young people and them being in school to when we were young, right? And when we were in school. And it's not the same, y'all. It is not the same. These kids have so much more to contend with that's pulling at them, negative influences, not just social media, but in the schools, in the neighborhoods, all of those kinds of things. The threats are real to the hearts and minds of our young people. And we want to make sure that we are doing our very best to combat all the negativity with as much positivity as we possibly can. So make sure that you get involved. Visit www.nps12, that's npsk12.com, www.npsk12.com/page/18259 in order to volunteer. Sign up to be a volunteer and go through the process so that you can give all the goodness that you have to some young person. Our office is open still for constituent services. Our phone number is 757-524-4941, 757-524-4941. Call us. We are eager to help you if you need help with the state agency, if you need help with getting connected with someone in the city, if you need help with getting connected with someone in the federal offices with our state senators or our congressmen. We're able to help be that bridge of connection for you. We are also able to help you if you have ideas for bills. If you want to if there's someone that you would like us to put together a commending resolution for, now is the time to start sending that information to us. Also, if there's someone's life that you would like us to memorialize in a memorial resolution because they did good work in the community, they made an impact in the community, then we can do that as well. All of those resolutions become part of the official record of the Commonwealth of Virginia. And so they are super important, but they become records. So if it's a memorial resolution, we memorialize the life of that individual in the historical record of the Commonwealth of Virginia. If it's a commending resolution for something that someone is doing or has done, or if there's a business with a landmark, anniversary, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 100 years, 150 years, whatever the case may be, we are able to memorialize that in a commending resolution on their behalf, commending them for the work that they've done. Again, if it's we've done them for individuals, we've done them for businesses, we've done them for nonprofit organizations. If your church has a 25th or 50 or 100 or 10-year anniversary or whatever coming up, for businesses, if the business is celebrating a 5-year anniversary, I know for me, we won't be doing one for me, but I know for me, our business, Homes by Angela, just celebrated 5 years in business. We opened on August the 5th of 2020, right in COVID, and we just celebrated on social media 5 years of business. And so if you've got a business that is celebrating 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, because let me tell y'all something, being in business for yourself is not for the faint at heart. Okay. It is not for the weak at all. Okay. So if you've been in business for 5 years and you want us to celebrate that with a commending resolution for your business and you're in Norfolk, I handle Norfolk. Let me say that again. I handle Norfolk. If you're in Norfolk, get in touch with our office. Visit www.norfolksenator.com. That's norfolksenator.com. And click on the link that says constituent services, and you'll see a drop down for commending or memorial resolutions. Fill that out. We'll be in touch with you and we'll get all the details so that when come 2026. And if you're celebrating it in 2026, right? So like if you celebrated it this year, we can do it in 2026. But if you are celebrating it and you have some event coming up in 2026, we can also do it there as well. Donate. All right. This office doesn't run by itself. We need your help in donating. This is the link to our 2025 Act Blue page asking you to donate to the Senate office. We are not on the ballot this year, but that does not mean that we are without expenses and things, and we are not pouring into other campaigns to help other folks. One, we got 100 House seats up, and we have a really good opportunity to expand the House majority. And so our office is supporting those candidates that are in seats that are flippable, that can expand our Democratic majority. All right, I'm being real clear about that. Okay, in addition to making sure that we are supporting organizations in the district, which we do all of the time, we are also supporting candidates in the 2025 November election. Join us for $5 Fridays. We did this last year. We brought it back for August and September, and every Friday we have a theme. I don't remember what the theme is from this Friday, but it's noon on Friday on Facebook and Instagram. And if I can't get the Instagram to act right, I will replay it for you on the Instagram at like 12:15 or so. We're on for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, $5, $10, $15, whatever the dollar amount is. We're asking you to support this effort in a recurring donation, because small amounts collectively put together, recurring, make a huge difference. And so we are rooted in the community. That is what my office is all about. We are rooted in the community. We are rooted in Norfolk. You all know I was born here, raised here, educated here. I'm a Norfolk girl. And so Norfolk is where my heart is. And so $5 Fridays is back just for August and September. All right, just for August and September. And then I want to remind you again, Birds, Bourbon, and Barbecue Friday, September 19th from 6 to 8. We got a little R&B, and we're going to have some line dancing. We're going to have ourselves a good time. The Wing and Sip tickets are $40. Make sure you add it to your calendar, and you click on the link, and you get your your Wing and Sip ticket. We gonna have a good time. Y'all already know I like to have a good time. I like to make sure that we have good food. A good time is not had without good food. And so we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna have good food. I want to thank you for the opportunity to serve as your senator. I do not take it lightly that you put that trust in me, and I want to thank you for the opportunity to serve and represent the phenomenal citizens of the city of Norfolk in the 21st Senate District. Y'all know I just claimed the whole city. But anyway, in the 21st Senate District, my people are phenomenal in the 21st Senate District. I don't care what nobody say. My district is better than yours. Okay? So I thank you for the opportunity. I thank you. If you need anything, please contact our office. Send an email to info@norfolksenator.com, info@norfolksenator.com, or call us at 757-524-4941, 524-4941. That is the number to our office. I want to take the opportunity to remind you, wait a minute, let me make sure I'm looking right in your eyeballs. Want to make sure I take the opportunity to remind you that you are a walking, talking, living, breathing miracle. And I appreciate you. I love you. It is an honor to serve you. And next month, when we come back in September, okay, when we come back in September, we got a whole new look. We're going to have a whole new programming format for you, and it will be designed to bring you more information, to give you helpful information, so that you and we are on this journey together, and we are doing the doggone thing. All right. So again, remember, you are what? A walking, talking, living, breathing miracle, and your senator loves you. I will see you next week. Until then, stay in the air conditioning. Bye.